Hey everyone, it is officially March 17th, and here is your evening news rundown. This is going to be about 4 or 5 minutes in length. It was a very busy news day. Quick shout out to all those who have become paid subscribers to my Substack to support my work or sent a one time donation via Venmo. If you want to support my work, allow me to continue doing this full time and really help me build out a legitimate team and larger media entity, then please subscribe to my Substack by clicking the button below or send a one time donation via Venmo to Aaron Parnas. With that, let's just jump right into it. We have breaking news that is happening right now. The Department of Government Efficiency, DOGE, has broken into the United States Institute for Peace. Over the weekend, DOGE was denied access to the Institute for Peace. Today, DOGE officials gained access to it, and the acting president and CEO of the Institute has now said that DOGE officials have broken in to the nonpartisan organization that literally keeps America out of foreign wars. Donald Trump campaigned on being the quote unquote peace president. Well, now DOGE is about to raid the institute responsible for keeping America out of wars. But that's not all. Today, the National Archives has refuted a conspiracy theory pushed by Donald Trump and the Heritage Foundation that President Biden's executive orders and pardons were not essentially secretly signed with an auto pen, but rather that the Federal Register uses a standardized graphic file of the president's signature for digital publication, which differs from the original hand signed documents. Now, even if an auto pen was used, a 2005 memo issued under President Bush, his Justice Department said that auto pen signatures are fine to sign bills, executive orders, etc. In addition, Judge James Boasberg has expressed disbelief at the Department of Justice's assertion that he lacked authority to order the return of deportation flights once they had exited U.S. airspace. There was a hearing held today about an hour ago, just ended moments ago. This over essentially whether or not Department of Justice attorneys and other officials in the Trump administration could be held in contempt of court potentially for disregarding a lawful judicial order that was issued yesterday about the Alien Enemies Act. Well, Judge Boasberg essentially inquired as to why the Department of Justice or the Trump administration went ahead with these deportations, despite the fact that he literally said, turn the planes around. Meanwhile, the Trump administration is working overtime to try to get Judge Boasberg off this case. They have filed an emergency petition with the DC Circuit to remove Judge Boasberg from the case. It's unlikely to work, but it's an extraordinary petition nonetheless. Donald Trump has announced that about 80,000 pages of JFK Kennedy related files will be released tomorrow and will be made public tomorrow. We don't know how many of them will be redacted, but they will be released tomorrow in accordance with the January 23rd, 2025 executive order signed earlier this year by the president. Texas Attorney General Ken Paxton has announced the arrest of a 48-year-old Houston area midwife, the first arrest under the state's 2022 abortion ban. Margarita Rojas is now charged with performing illegal abortions and practicing medicine without a license. This is a significant arrest, and I encourage you to read up on her story online. Donald Trump is also considering formally recognizing Crimea as part of Russia in an effort to try to end the war between Russia and Ukraine. Crimea was occupied and annexed illegally by the Russian government and the Russian military back in 2014. Ukraine has said that it is still Ukrainian territory. The international community recognizes Crimea as part of Ukraine, but the Trump administration is about to essentially break from longstanding policy and try to recognize Ukraine or recognize Crimea as Russia. In addition, Ned Johnson, an 82-year-old man in Seattle, found himself in a bureaucratic nightmare because of DOGE and Elon Musk when the Social Security Administration mistakenly labeled him dead. And as a result, he lost more than $5,200 in Social Security benefits. He hasn't received a March Social Security check. He didn't receive his February benefits. All because of these cuts that DOGE is making, there aren't enough Social Security employees, and the errors like this are compounding. In addition, the United States is reportedly stepping back from an international initiative aimed at prosecuting Russian leaders for crimes of aggression against Ukraine. Donald Trump has also pulled Secret Service protection of President Joe Biden's children, Hunter Biden and Ashley Biden. Folks, that's all the news right now. As always, there's going to be more news coming this evening, and I'll provide you updates every step of the way. If you want to support my work, click the button below, become a paid subscriber to my Substack, or send a one-time donation via Venmo to Aaron Parnas, and I will see you in the morning or maybe again this evening. So take care.